The kitchen smelled like burnt coffee. I remember that detail more clearly than the words themselves, which is strange considering what the words did to my life. My father sat at the table with his elbows spread wide like he owned the air around him. My mother leaned against the counter, arms folded in that way people do when they've already agreed with someone else. My brother Daniel was halfway through explaining his future. Something about a startup. Something about a business program. Something about investors who supposedly saw potential. He talked the way confident people talk when they've never been told no. I stood there listening until my father cleared his throat. We've made a decision. Not we've been discussing, not we're considering. A decision. The college fund. My mother said carefully. We think it would be better used helping Daniel get started. I waited for the part where they explained this was temporary. Or shared. Or complicated. It wasn't. Dad shrugged in a way that suggested the matter was simple. Your brother has real potential, he said. You've always been more practical. You should learn a trade. Good tradesmen make solid money. There was no cruelty in his voice. That almost made it worse. Daniel didn't look at me. He was staring down at his phone, probably already imagining the life he was about to buy. The number sat in my mind like something unreal. 175,000. Every birthday card from my grandparents. Every savings bond. Every quiet promise my parents made about your future. Gone in a sentence. I thought about arguing. I thought about saying something sharp enough to break the moment open. Instead I noticed something strange. I didn't feel anger. I felt quiet, like a door had closed somewhere inside me and the noise had stopped. So I nodded, not dramatically. Just once. Dad seemed relieved. Mom looked surprised. Good, he said. I'm glad you understand. I picked up my backpack from the chair by the door. Where are you going? My mother asked. Out, I said, and I left. The first year after that wasn't heroic. It was small apartments with thin walls. Early morning. Work boots that never quite dried after rain. I started as an apprentice electrician. Because a guy at a hardware store said they were hiring. I didn't choose it out of passion. I chose it because it paid. The work was slow to learn but impossible to fake. Electricity doesn't care about confidence or family expectations. It either works or it doesn't. I liked that. Days turned into months. Months into licenses. Licenses into responsibility. Somewhere in there I realized something uncomfortable. I was good at it. Not brilliant but steady. Reliable. The kind of person who noticed problems before they became disasters. Companies value that more than people think. Meanwhile, I heard about Daniel occasionally through relatives. The startup didn't work. Then there was another venture. Something with cryptocurrency. Then something with online marketing. Each one sounded impressive until it quietly disappeared. My parents kept supporting him. Not financially forever. The money eventually ran out, but emotionally. He was still figuring things out. 5 years passed without much contact. I didn't avoid them. They just stopped calling. The email came on a Tuesday morning, subject line, "Can we talk?" It was from my mother, short, careful. She and Dad would be in the city. They wanted to see me. I stared at the screen for a while before replying. You can meet me at work. I sent them the address. The building was 12 stories of steel and glass. Not flashy. Just expensive in the quiet way professional buildings are. Our company had grown quickly the last 2 years. Commercial electrical infrastructure, energy systems, large-scale contracts, work that required precision. Work that required people you could trust. I was reviewing a project schedule when the receptionist called upstairs. Your parents are here. I told her to send them up. The elevator doors opened slowly. My mother stepped out first. She stopped almost immediately. The floor was open concept offices. Glass meeting rooms, quiet conversations happening over large architectural plans. My father walked beside her, his posture stiffening as he looked around. Then they saw the name on the wall beside my office. Not just my name. My title, Director of Operations. My mother's hand moved toward the back of a chair like she suddenly needed balance. A project manager walked past us at that moment holding a stack of documents. He nodded when he saw me. Morning. The inspection team confirmed your plan was right. Save the client about $2 million. Good. I said. He kept walking. The silence behind him stretched. My father stared at the glass walls of my office. You work here? He asked. I do. Mom lowered herself slowly into the chair across from my desk. Her knees bent carefully, like something inside them had weakened. No one spoke for a moment. Outside the office, the floor kept moving. Phones ringing. Quiet conversations. People doing work that mattered. Finally my father cleared his throat. We didn't realize you had done so well. I didn't answer right away. Not because I wanted the moment to linger, but because I realized something. For 5 years I'd imagined what this conversation might feel like. Victory. Anger. Instead I just felt calm. I learned a trade. I said. My mother looked down at her hands. The room settled into a silence none of us tried to break. They were visitors now. And I had work to do.